Hey guys, so what is going on? Today I'm here with a totally different video, and this is a gold farm that I've been doing recently just because of rising prices. So a little disclaimer, before you do this, please check your server, check the prices of the following farm. Now this is a multi-regent farm. You do have the opportunity to get transmogs, but you make the majority of your money with disenchanting and the regents that you actually collect. So I know there's been lots of videos about frozen orb farms, but this farm has even more regents that I actually go for, and I do think some people may not know about this. So I want to share this while prices are good. Give it a go, check your server, and then get back to me and let me know. So first of all, my gear for this farm is the following. So I've actually got a speed set, so I'm just going to really quickly show you what I've got in the speed set. It's not the most optimized, but it's what I've got and it does the job for me. I've got about 208 movement speed with this, and obviously I've got the flasks which I use, which is the flask of charged aleracity, and I do have the fried bonefish buff, which adds to my speed predominantly. So just to give you an idea of what we're getting here, so the items that we're going to farm are the following. So we're going to go for the bone fragments. Now if you look here, you can see they're worth about 20 gold on my server, and the market value has risen really high according to the database on TSM. We're also going for the righteous orbs, we're going for the greater eternal essence 2, and we're going for the essence of undeath. Anything else is just simple padding. You can get transmog items, but I tend to just disenchant everything, and sometimes you do get some of these tombs for mages. I haven't sold any yet, however they do seem to be worth a little bit. Everything else I just sell. Just to note guys, if you have any add-ons that sell trash, these will get added to the trash, so be really careful about opening up any vendor, or if you've got the mammoth man. Anyway, let me shut up and let's get straight into the run. So just to show you guys how fast you can do a run, I do a run in about 5 minutes, so we can definitely get as many runs done as we can in an hour. So we can get 10 runs done. If you don't have a speed set, it's probably going to take you obviously a lot longer. However, I do recommend doing this on a character with a speed set. It doesn't have to be a druid, but for optimization I would definitely recommend it. So just so you can see the talents I'm running, I am running feline swiftness, and I've obviously got the speed set. So let's start the timer, and all you're going to want to do really here is just kill all the undead packs. Now just to let you know, the bone fragments only drop off skeletons, they don't just drop off any undead mobs. Some people claim they drop off undead mobs, but I've tested this quite a few times now and they definitely don't, or they haven't done for me inside Stratholme. So I just pretty much clean everything up here. I am in feral, just to bear in mind. So get all of these, then I come up here, clean the fountain, and just kill and loot. Do have in your interface options, make sure you have auto loot turned on. We can sell anything we don't need. If you've got a speed set as well, you'll also bypass this. I use any speed spells whenever they come off cooldowns. I also kill any bosses en route. This is an optimized run as well. I don't do the full dungeon. You can obviously add in the full farm, but it is much slower. Then I come into the living side. This is where you're going to farm your righteous orbs. So I kill every mob here because they all have a chance of dropping the righteous orb, which at the moment are worth about 200 to 300 gold on not just my server but most servers on the EU. Bear in mind I am on a PvP server and the server is incredibly populated, and just make sure you check the auction house before you do these farms. So I go through, and you can obviously take the exact same route as me. You can change it a little bit. Now in terms of how much money this farm makes, I'm not going to put a price on how much you can make an hour, because a loot appraiser at the moment has let me down a few times. and it's shown a lot of the wrong prices, which is frustrating at times, specifically when creating video. So I've just shown you guys the prices of individual items and other kind of reagents that I tend to look out for. Obviously you can sell everything you get here. It does actually all sell. I've sold almost everything I've got from this farm that I don't sell for trash. I tend to disenchant all green items as well and blue items. If an item's worth over 500 gold, I'll send it to my bank alt for transmog, just to ensure that I've make sure you get them 2 mobs running out there too. Yeah, just to ensure I've got other avenues of selling and the money's potentially not going to waste. So one really important thing to note here is on your way out, do kill all of these undead. They drop the bone fragments, and at 20 gold each, honestly, you're literally walking past gold, and they do have quite a good sell rate as well. They're almost as good as the righteous orbs, and I tend to, per run, I'll be honest with you, I tend to get anywhere between 30 and 50. So we'll see what I got at the end of the run really quickly, just to kind of check that. You can see now I didn't get many righteous orbs there, but that's absolutely fine. I do kill this boss just for the blues. It's more disenchanting and potentially more greater eternal essence. I've actually tested this quite a bit. You get more eternal essence from the greens than you do the blues, just to let people know. However, occasionally from the blue items you can get ×3 greater eternal essence, but I tend to find you get more brilliant greater shards. So I just kill these here, even though not all of them drop bone fragments, but just because they can drop green, they can drop blues, they can drop some recipes. And obviously the more greens we get, the more enemies we kill, the bigger chance we have of actually getting some good gold. So I kill this boss too, loot these, kill this pack up here. So you can see we are closing in on the 5-minute mark. I've already got the key. So yeah, you can actually see that most of the time I do it in under 5 minutes. So let's just jump out. I tend to reset the instance straight out of here, and then what I do is as soon as I've come out, reset. So I'll check my bag. So we only got 3 righteous orbs. We got 42 bone fragments, and we got all these blue and green. So I think at the moment I've done like 3 runs of this. So you can see sometimes you get loads of righteous orbs. It's just the way it is. So what I do then is I stand here, I disenchant. So I want to show you everything and be really transparent with the loot I get and how much gold I make. So yeah, you can see all the items I'm getting. If anybody knows an add-on that will automatically disenchant all the greens and blues in your bag, please do let me know, because this is probably the only click intensive part. I do think there's a way to do this in your garrison too, but I'm not entirely sure at the moment, and I'm still quite new to gold farming. However, what I tend to do, my methods tend to include just looking at the auction house and looking at reagents. Obviously I transmog farm as well, or I have done a lot of that in the past, and I do make probably 5 to 10k gold a day selling things, which, you know, really does add up. But sometimes you can take a lot of time to release stuff. So this is a really good efficient farm for getting really fast gold, because this stuff sells really well. And transmog, you know, it's a lot of RNG. You've got to actively undercut, you've got to rely a lot on luck. So we will finish up these, we will see how many we've got. So I tend to sell everything I get from the enchanting, even if it's just worth 1 gold. It all just really adds up over time. So you can see there I've got nearly another 40 30 maybe. Greater eternal essences, sorry, can't talk, it's quite late at the moment. Yeah, so there's the loot I've got from that. So I've got 3 of these, like another 40 of these, I got like another 40 bone fragments, and then anything else you get for junk just adds on to the price. So I would say an average run is probably around 300 to 400 gold for all the junk you get. I would say you get 30 to 50 bone fragments at 20 gold each. I would say you get anywhere between 10 and 50 greater eternal essences, and I would say you get anywhere between 3 and 10 righteous orbs. So give this farm a go, guys. Let me know what you think. Prices may vary depending on the server, and I hope this helps people. Bye.